Welcome to CBFU from the shop. This is the week of January 18th, 2017. We got a few more days until the end of the world, so we're back with From the Shop. Frey's not here.
No. Higher education?
Even though the world is ending, he's deciding to further his education, and he's taking a class on Tuesday nights now.
So he'd rather further his education than read comics with us?
Yeah, he said, though, for like a minute, he did think, but what about From the Shop?
Did he?
Because it was the only day that this was available, this one class. Do you want us to stop? Okay. We're not going to stop, so we're scared. Store's closed. But Frey, we wish him luck, and we'll see him when he's got time off. Yeah. Isaac gave me my books to review.
Oh, you can...
No, it's fine. I'm the new guy, kinda. So let's review books.
We got books. You've been like constant filling books.
We got books.
Jared. Okay.
Since Jared died.
Yeah. Well, no, he's alive, right?
Well,
you call that living. The first book we're going to review this week is Curse Words from Image Comics. It's a new book from Charles Soule on writing and artist Ryan Brown. This is a weirder book than I'm used to from Charles Soule. It just feels like a different writer in some ways. Charles Soule has done some, great stuff from Marvel. He's done, he's on a run of Daredevil right now. He's on Uncanny Inhumans. He's done a bunch of stuff, and for independent books, he's done Letter 44, I think. What other? He's done some other
independent books.
Was that his own independent book?
I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I guess,
I'm sure.
But this just feels completely different. This feels almost like a different writer. This is unlike anything I've read from Charles Soule. Some of the dialogue is a little corny. I like the story idea. It's basically this wizard comes from this other dimension to destroy the Earth, and then he changes his mind because he likes the Earth. And he changes his mind. So I enjoyed the story. Some of the dialogue was a little clunky, but I thought it was a good first issue. What did you think?
Yeah, no, I liked it. I read the preview book
New
York Comic Con had the first few pages.
It wasn't free.
It wasn't free.
No,
never mind.
Free.
That was free to me. I didn't pay for it. But it was good. It was weird, but it was good. Main character is not 100% likable. He's a bad guy. He is a bad guy, but he's trying to turn it around.
Just because he's a bad guy doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy. But it was fun. It was different. It was very different. It was not his usual type of book. But I definitely enjoyed it. It was sets up an interesting world. I'm wondering how far it can go. Just because the things that they sent one guy after him, and then there's another one in the wings, and then there's another one. How many do you have? Like, is this a miniseries? Is this an ongoing series?
I think it's, as far as I know, it's an ongoing series.
Because I wonder how it can go on
before it starts feeling like repetitive.
On which directions it can take. Yeah. But it was interesting. It wasn't my favorite Image.
Yeah,
it wasn't my favorite of the new Image books that have come out over the years. But it was definitely interesting. The art wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I liked it too. Yeah. It's a good first issue. I would definitely give it a shot.
I'm not sure what he does at the very end, 100%. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm not sure what he does at the very end, the wizard. His name is Wizard.
Yeah, Wizard.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Yeah, no, I'm not 100% sure. I think I know, but I'm not... I don't know really why he does it. But you read it and you let us know.
Because he's protecting...
Why does he do what he does?
Yeah. But it was good. I enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it. I would give it... I give it 7 out of 10 Lugos, I think.
7 out of 10. It's not bad. Not bad at all. When you get a chance to check the video, make sure it's still going. I will review the Mighty Captain Marvel, Marvel's newest Captain Marvel book. If you've been reading Civil War II, you know that she's like one of the main characters in the Marvel Universe right now. She didn't come across as really likable in Civil War II. Civil War II didn't come across as very likable.
That's not her fault, though.
No.
The reason she was fighting was stupid.
Yeah, it wasn't a great read. And this, I guess, is her follow-up. I like the art a lot. Somebody I don't think I've ever seen before. Thought it was pretty good. It reminded me a little bit of Kevin Maguire. The story's a little weird. There's an event they're setting up with the Chitauri coming to Earth. And I'm wondering how they can make that interesting. Because they said there's more Chitauri than there was in the Annihilation Wave. There's more of them. That makes it more interesting, right?
But the Chitauri are never interesting.
And,
they're cookie cutter
aliens. There's no interesting villains on their side. So they're all bleh, It's like, imagine Avengers if Loki wasn't in it, it was just the Chitauri. It wouldn't be as cool, would it be? Mike would like it. But it doesn't sound interesting to me. Maybe it will be interesting, but they're setting that up. They're building a wall around the Earth, which is Marvel's new thing, I guess, because our world's gone to shit, to keep the aliens out. right?
Or I think it's more to protect.
to keep the world safe.
I don't want to come across as pro-Trump.
Keep
I
the
mean, I
world
think it's
safe.
more to keep the world safe from the aliens who are constantly attacking.
Yeah,
And
but
to be
don't
fair,
let them in either, right?
No.
We don't want them in.
but to be fair,
Right?
if you were a citizen of the
legal
Marvel,
way.
if you were a citizen of the Marvel universe,
Yeah.
would you really want? I mean, aliens have come to attack the Earth a number of
Yeah,
times,
yeah.
and they've never come in peace.
Well.
Wouldn't you want a shield around the Earth protecting you?
I don't know.
I think I would.
As
me.
maybe as if I was in that world, I would want
Yeah.
that. But as a comic book reader, it doesn't interest me, and that's what I'm interested in. I want to be interested, and it doesn't interest me that well. And that seems what where they're building to with this book too. And like the book is just it's just okay. It's not as good as her last run. I think was pretty decent before Civil War 2.
Yeah.
When she was in charge of Alpha Flight. This she's still in charge of Alpha Flight. It's just I don't know. There's a TV show based on her life, which isn't that interesting. And the writer's trying to say something about women being objectified, something-ified. I don't know. It wasn't for me.
Yeah, no, I didn't care for it.
I like the art though.
Yeah, no,
So
the art
whoever
was
drew it,
the art
good for
was
you.
good. The art was by
And I didn't know who that was. Is that Spider-Woman?
Yeah, it is.
Why is Spider-Woman doing that? She has a kid to raise. She
and
shouldn't be there.
There's also another reason. The art was Ramon Rosanas, and the art was the best part of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is much less fun than the Captain Marvel series before Civil War. It's by Margaret Stahl, who I think has done some like novelizations for Marvel so far. She's done the these Black Widow books. I just didn't enjoy this at all. I didn't find the stuff with her TV show in the beginning funny. I didn't find it just.
She's not likable anymore. And they're not doing anything to make her likable.
Yeah, no, I just didn't enjoy this book.
The character's just like...
The most interesting part was the setup.
She could be good.
The setup for the story that's going on in Captain America.
That I don't...
That was the
wall. The shield.
Chitauri and the Hydra, whatever it is. But that was the most interesting part of the book. The rest of it, I just didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
For a Captain Marvel book, it was just bland.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. There was nothing special about it. It was dull. I would give it 4 out of 10, and that's all for the art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Our next book is another new book from Image. This is called The Few by Sean Lewis with art by Hayden Sherman. This book, I think, is almost the opposite of Captain Marvel. I didn't like the art at all.
Yeah.
I really didn't like the art. In fact, I think at times the art hurt the story.
I think the art hurt the story throughout the book.
Yeah. Well, no.
Not at times, though. There's no point in the book where the art was like, yeah!
Yeah, no. The story's not bad. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the dialogue. Just the art like really hurt it for me. Yeah. It makes it harder to follow than it would be with another artist.
Yeah.
And it's not all art has to be the same and everything. This is a more like abstract, like I guess Bill Sienkiewicz kind of style, but not even
A little
not
more abstract.
Yeah.
You can follow Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yeah. So I did not enjoy the art. The story by itself, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting hook and everything about this. It's another like post-apocalyptic
Another one.
world where
We're going to have our own soon. Why do we need to read about it?
where America has gone to shit, and they're the remaining states of America, and there's this bad guy called Herod, and this girl who runs away from the town that's being slaughtered to protect this baby, and she runs into 2 other people, and that part of it's good. The story is good. It's just the art really really hurts it. So yeah, what'd you think?
I didn't like it. I didn't like the art at all. The art definitely didn't make it easy to follow. And then what I did follow wasn't really as engaging to me. I mean, if you're gonna do a story in like the post-apocalyptic world where like there's a free settlers, free town against like big, you need to make it interesting, right? You need to try to do something different and better. And this just wasn't it for me. I mean, like. No, it's not for me. Not being able to understand a book as it goes on is just like, why? Why bother? Yeah. I tried. I read the whole book. And I get the story, but it's not worth the effort that it took to read it.
Yeah, no, it's also $5.
$5 book.
$5.
Is it Image?
Yeah.
Image doesn't usually charge that much for a number 1, do they?
Yeah, no. Usually it's like
how much is curse words?
$4.
Yeah, $1 cheaper.
Usually it's like a $3 for like an 80-page
giant, 80-page giant.
But yeah, so no, I didn't. The art really hurt this one for me. I would give it 5 out of 10 Lugos.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Final book of the week, and I hate to be a gloomy Gus. Maybe I just miss Frey. Maybe it's the rainy weather. Is it's more Monsters Unleashed by Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics going from event to event since 2001. Or I don't know when they just never stopped going. I don't like it. I'm just gonna be blunt. I didn't like the idea of it. It's just monsters versus superheroes, which sounds like it should be good, right? Like at least mindless entertainment, but it just wasn't. It jumps from like group of character to set up, I guess, the one shots.
Yeah, probably.
And introduces like a story that I don't care about, like a prophecy of the end of the world, and a new character that is drawing these monsters and creating them. I guess what do they call him? Kid Kaiju is his name?
They haven't said that yet.
They haven't said it, but I think I read that in the slits. And I mean, like the art is by Steve McNiven. I mean, you're gonna waste Steve McNiven on a book like this is a shame, right?
I didn't think it was that bad.
The art was nice.
The art was really good.
I mean, I'm sure he had fun drawing it.
The only thing I would say
there's nothing to it. There's nothing to it.
No, it's repetitive.
There's nothing to it though. I mean, how much? I'm gonna say it again. There's nothing to it. This is $4.99, and it's for paid. Like, if you just want to watch monsters and superheroes fight, if that's all you want, if you just want to see monsters fight superheroes, not in an interesting way, just like basically like if you're a kid playing with toys and it's going like this, then you'll like it, I guess. But I mean, one more to it. What did you?
No, I liked it more. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
I thought I liked it better than you did.
Obviously.
I mean,
have to.
Yeah, well, the Steve McNiven art is really good, and it was a fun book. I don't think it was great, but it was at least fun.
Was it fun though? Was it fun?
I mean, when you got
there's
past,
nothing fun about it.
I like the what's it called, the Elsa Bloodstone stuff.
I like Elsa Bloodstone.
That was
I
interesting.
love Elsa Bloodstone.
She was good.
Yeah, she's
She was
cool.
good.
But was it fun?
Well, that part of the book was.
If
fun.
this whole book was Elsa Bloodstone,
Mhm.
and that was the book,
Yeah.
and there's monsters and stuff, then I would be more interested than if it was just like a few pages of Elsa Bloodstone, and then the rest of the book is just Marvel
Yeah.
superheroes fighting
It
each
was
other.
Next Wave versus.
What's up?
Just Next Wave.
Next week, I like the Secret Wars book too that she was in.
Yeah.
I like that one. That was one of the better ones actually for me.
Yeah. No, but
If you
It was okay.
if you saw like a preview for Monsters Unleashed,
Mhm.
and you were like, "That's a book I want to read,"
yeah.
then pick it up because you're not going to be disappointed because that's what it is. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to it than
It's
that.
pretty pictures.
It's pretty pictures. It's monsters and superheroes. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, there's nothing.
If
There's
you're
nothing
in for
deep-
that, you're good.
There's nothing deeper to it.
No.
There's nothing deeper to it.
No.
But I mean, I enjoyed. I at least had fun with it.
Yeah.
When I didn't have fun at all with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I had fun.
I think I
had
like Captain
fun.
Marvel better than that too.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
At least
I did not.
I mean,
I enjoyed this. This I at least
I
had
think
fun
I did.
with.
I'm
This
not sure.
Captain Marvel I did not have fun with.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
Monsters
no, you're
Unleashed,
probably right. You're
Monsters
probably
Unleashed,
right.
I thought it was at least fun.
Yeah, Monsters Unleashed was a little better.
I mean, it was repetitive,
Yeah.
but there was at least fun dialogue. There was some Elsa Bloodstone. There was Steve McNiven art. I definitely enjoyed Monsters Unleashed more.
I
than Captain
feel
Marvel.
like the bulk of it though was just giving Steve McNiven the chance to draw all these heroes, which is always good to see. But they were just like previews, like you know how like they have in some books. Dan Slott does it a lot with like the little in the bottom corner it says,
Oh, read this,
read
yeah.
this to see where this goes." That's what this is,
Yeah.
right? And the main story is gonna be Elsa Bloodstone and this kid Kaiju, and like I guess the heroes will come in and out of it, and the rest of the books will be the one shots. And I think that's mostly what this is, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. But beyond that, you know, pretty pictures, monsters, superheroes.
If you're into that.
If you're into that thing, it's good for you. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah? I would have given it higher. I would have given it. What did I give? I gave Curse Word 7. I would
Yeah.
give that probably about 6.
Yeah?
I would give that 6, yeah.
I gotta like Curse Word's the best, but
Yeah.
I like the few the worst. Curse Word's the best. And then these two are just, you know, okay.
Yeah, no, Curse Word is definitely the best.
Yeah.
Check out Curse Words.
Yeah. And check out Monsters Unleashed if you're into that. If
Yeah,
that's what you
especially
want.
if you like Steve McNiven's art
Yeah.
and you just want some brainless monsters for superheroes.
Yeah.
Then this is the book for
It's
you.
not, yeah, there's not much to it. So enjoy it, I
Yeah.
guess. And that's it. There's other books. I can see like a few on the table right now that are
Clone
probably better.
Clone Conspiracy.
Definitely got to be better. Sam Wilson, Captain America.
There's definitely. I mean,
I don't know about that
there's
one.
definitely a Batman and Superman book out. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which ones, but there's
There's
definitely
always a
one.
Batman Superman book
Yeah.
out. Always.
So check them out.
So there's good books.
Come to shop, and
Yeah.
we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Yeah, but no fray.
No, because he's learning.
Yeah.
He's book learning.
Learn how to be a bitch.